Welcome to the review of Unit 20. Now, Yuh-Jung portrays the character of Sunja, a grandmother, in the movie Minari. Minari is chiefly about a family of immigrants who moved to rural Arkansas in the United States in order to try and make it big in the farming industry by growing Korean vegetables. Yuh-Jung's role comes as the grandmother of the family, who comes later and joins the family in their rural home. She decided that she didn't want to play a stereotypical grandmother role and instead wanted to be someone who was less serious and a bit more wacky. So the character of Sunja comes across as fun-loving, mischievous, and a bit wacky. And critics and fans alike both really approved of this. They found her character to be very endearing.
Stereotypical.
Stereotypical.
Wacky.
Wacky.
And she decided to base the character of Sunja off of her great-grandmother, who she says skipped meals at that time to save food for the grandchildren and often had a hard time finding drinkable water. So she made that conscious decision to base the character a little bit on her great-grandmother. So Yoon also says that she's been very honored to be a part of this cast, and she is hoping that the film will not only rake in the awards, but also serve as a bridge between Korea and America. She says that the beauty of this film is that we can see how some people learn to live with their Americanness and Koreanness at the same time. So kudos to Yuh-Jung for a job well done.
Rake in.
Rake in.
Kudos.
Kudos. Your relationship to your grandparents, what would you say that was like growing up?
I was fortunate to have good relationship with both sets of grandparents. Actually, one of the grandfathers passed away before I was born, so out of 4, there were 3. But I grew up with 4 great-grandparents as well.
Wow.
So my parents and grandparents had children at a young age.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough to have that kind of good relationship.
My dad's father died when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I never really got to know him. I just have this vague memory of him sitting in a chair. His wife, my grandmother, was wonderful, great cook, wonderful stories. She actually lived until she was 102, I think. So she passed away in 2016.
Wow.
So yeah, and she was born in 1914, so she lived through everything. That's going to do it for Unit 20. Thank you very much, everybody, and we will see you in Volume 27. Bye-bye.
See you then.